Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to working on exercise 3C for Mechanics IAL Pearson Edexcel. So the topic is velocity of a particle as a vector. Now velocity of a particle is a vector in the direction of motion. The direction of motion of the object and the same is the direction of the velocity. And the magnitude of velocity is basically the speed of the particle and the velocity is denoted by a vector v. For example, now we have here a question. Find the speed of the particle which is moving with these velocities. If you see, the velocities are represented as vectors. To find the speed means the magnitude. So what we need to do, we need to find the magnitude of this vector. So it will be 3 squared plus 4 squared and then square root, which is going to be 9 plus 16 square root of 25. So speed of the particle with a velocity as 3I plus 4j is equal to 5 units or 5 meters per second, because the unit of velocity is given as 5 meters per second. Unit of velocity is given as meter per second, so the unit of speed will remain same, meters per second. Next question is find the distance moved by the particle which travels for 5 hours at a velocity of these many kilometers per hour. There are two ways to do this question. We know that distance is equal to speed multiplied by the time. And we know how to find out the speed. To find the speed, what we need to do, we need to find the magnitude of this velocity vector. So that is equal to 8 squared plus 6 square and then square root of that times by the time, which is 5 hours. Here the unit of velocity is kilometer per hours and here is also the time is given in hours. So there is no need of change anything. So this is 64 plus 36 square root times by 5 and that is equal to, this is the square root of 100, which is 10. So 10 times 5. So distance is equal to 50 meters. This is the first way. Second way is, what we will do, we will first find the displacement. When we find displacement, that is equal to the time multiplied by the velocity vector, which is 8I plus 6j. So this is gonna be 5 times 8, which is 40I plus 5 times 6, 30, so 30j. Now if I will find out the magnitude of displacement, then it is equal to 40 squared plus 30 square and square root of that, and that is equivalent to same 50 kilometers. This is in kilometers. Okay, then there is question like 10 seconds with velocity this much meters per second. You can do the same way, but if you look at the third question, it's written 40 minutes at a velocity of this much. So the velocity is given in the kilometer per hour. So before you find out the distance, you need to convert this 45 minutes into hours, which is 3/4 of an hour. So 3/4 times by the magnitude of velocity, which is 6 square plus 2 square and square root. In the next question, you have D is equal, in the D question you have to find 2 minutes at velocity minus 4I minus 7j centimeter per second. We have to find distance. So to find the distance, we need to times the time with the speed. So here we have the time in minutes and here the time is in seconds. So convert the 2 minutes into seconds, which is 120 seconds, times by the magnitude of velocity, that is the speed, and then you can solve it and give your answer. And these many centimeters will be the answer. Next question is find the speed and the distance traveled by the particle moving with. First question is velocity vector is given this and for 15 seconds. Here we need to apply a particular way because they are asking for speed. So speed means we have to find the magnitude of velocity. So that is for A part, it will be negative 3 squared plus 4 squared and square root, that is equivalent to 5 meters per second. And for 15 seconds you need to find out the distance traveled. So distance is equal to time multiplied by the speed, so it is 75 meters. This way you can complete all the questions. The only thing which is important here is, if the time which is given kilometers per hour, so the time should be in hours. If time is given in minutes or seconds, like you have to maintain the same units throughout. So this was all about exercise 3C. Thank you.